So this video is a long time coming. I wanted to do it with Atomic Mark, but he hadn't even finished The Last of Us 1, and then he got busy, then I got busy, so now I'm just doing it now just to get it out of the way. So, yeah, on with the video. So, I've been wanting to do Last of Us 2 re-review for quite some time now, but never knew how to do it. Like, what would we talk about? What is the overall theme of the video? Stuff like that. It's not a simple turn on the microphone and start recording. You know, there's this long and tedious process that goes through this whole thing just to make a 5 to 10 minute video. Later on, I kind of thought about treating it not as a full-fledged review, but simply a revisiting to the game and addressing its controversies, because I didn't really want to sit through and analyze this game all over again. You know, like that would just not be good for my head. The Last of Us 2 is a 30-hour game, and I still don't like it that much to put so much like time and effort into replaying it all over again. I do remember the story though. Like, I remember a lot of the plot points and details. So it was like, so what I did was I first wrote the script and, you know, had everything that, you know, I needed to talk about. Then every scene that I wanted for in the video, like I just went to each chapter of the game and just selected those chapters and played them. I know it seems kind of lazy. That's why I didn't really classify the video as a re-review instead of just like a revisiting, because if it was going to be a re-review, I'd want to replay the whole game all over again and give you everything. You know, like kind of giving you like my whole new experience on playing the game again. You know, like it's just marketing and branding and shit like that. So another reason why the video took a while was because I wanted to play the game on the PS5 and get like the best possible graphics, but for obvious reasons that couldn't happen, so I just said fuck it and just scrap that whole idea off the table. So with the script, I had Atomic Mark help me out a great deal with the script for this one. He was an amazing ghostwriter, and even though he hasn't actually played the game, he was able to kind of grasp what the main issues were, which was like, you know, I'll explain in the video, like what the issues with the game were and what the people, like what were their problems with the game as well. Like he kind of caught on quick to what the whole problem was. And also another thing too, one thing I'll say with the Pulp Fiction part of the script, like I know I mentioned Pulp Fiction, gave that comparison. I didn't know that Girlfriend Reviews had already made this comparison. So to anyone who thinks that I stole from her, I didn't. So, but yeah. So the Metacritic idea actually came well into production, like video production. Like I was already editing the video when it came about. I thought it would be funny to read some like negative comments about the game, and like I kind of sourced everything through New, and I didn't expect to find such a homophobic and anti-Semitic presence there. I didn't even know what Zionism was or what it meant until like I started reading through this stuff. I honestly can't give an explanation on why it's here, or like, you know, why there is so much hate to it. Like, I did make, that whole Torah joke, where, like, I did kind of make that little, snippet about the synagogue that you go into, but, like, because that's the best I can give. I don't know where this is. Like, Israel wasn't even mentioned in the game once, like to my knowledge. And with the whole LGBT politics, it's very unnoticeable. I know that Ellie is gay and Lev is trans, but it never once, to me at least, felt patronizing or polarizing, like in any way. So that's just my opinion, but yeah, that's basically the whole Metacritic thing. Something that I didn't mention was a possible PvP or PvE mode. In my opinion, the game's only saving grace was its gameplay, which was fun as hell. It's just like the right amount of gruesome.
Get this bitch off of me!
Now, what I mean by PvE is, like, I'm thinking something like Riddler's Revenge in Arkham City. Maybe it could be something like a beat 'em up mode or a room clearing mode. Maybe you could play as Joel too, and like, you know, so like you have fans have something to cling on to, or it could be like multiplayer and you have a friend, and you and your friend are trying to clear this room, or like just like a PvP mode from the first game. There is like so much opportunity there, but all they did was like put all their focus onto the story, which was unfortunate. But you know, yeah. So why did it take this extended discussion / behind the scenes video, like why did it take so long for it to come out? Main reason is just timing. Like, I have so many different projects I want to work on, plus I had schoolwork and, you know, just regular work, plus I wanted to have Mark here, but, you know, he's been busy as well. It just ended up getting forgotten. Like, I had so many videos I was working on. I'm still working on videos like right now as I speak. So like, to kind of give an example of like what I mean by like making videos is like the long process. Like, I'm just gonna use this video I'm working on right now as like my example. So obviously, like, if you make a video, like, first you're gonna have like your script and everything, and then you got to get like, you know, your game footage. So like, you know, right here, like The Last of Us Part 2, you got to grab game footage for that. And then right here is just like it's just some random files here. Like, these are just some old TikTok shit and mute. Like, this is like a song that I don't know. It's just some random bullshit here. But right here, like, you know, it's like recordings, screen recordings, images, like other stuff. Like, usually I'd be putting all my assets in here. But anyway, so yeah, you know, like, you got to write down your scripts, you got to get all your footage and plus everything else. And then the actual editing itself takes time too. So, like, to kind of give you, yeah, an example, like right here is like everything. It's game footage. Everything orange is game footage. Purple, they're like title cards. Green, that is music, and blue is like dialogue and all that. So there's just like stuff on top of stuff. So take this and add more stuff to it, because like there's a lot of stuff that's like being added in, like keyframing and everything like that. Like, if I can actually, I think I have an example of some keyframe. Yeah, right here. So if I do Control V, like right here, you see this little dot right here, this little speck. There's another speck somewhere hidden behind here, but that's a keyframe. So you gotta make sure that all that is still in the frame, which that could take you like that could take me a little bit. Like, this one is just simple, like kind of like a Ken Burns effect, just that. But most of the time, if you're animating something fully, like when the Metacritic part of the video where everything is kind of going back and forth, that takes a lot longer, because you have to make sure that it's being framed to what you're saying. So like, you know, like, take everything that I'm doing here but put it to an extreme. Plus, even right here, like just this one little gray part, click on that, that's just more stuff. You know, it's like, it's music, you know, and all this footage and all that. Like, normally I group stuff just to make it simpler to look at, but usually you'd want to group something if you're like animating something, you know. But I just group to make it, I group stuff just to make it look more cleaner on the timeline. But I didn't group everything here because I knew I was going to use this as an example to like show how the editing works. I didn't want to have to keep clicking and opening different sections over and over again, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, like, you know, like, so take this and put it on a mass scale. Like, take this and times it by 4. That's what I'm working on. Like, you know, I got like 4 different scripts I'm writing. I got 4 different, like, I'm actually surprised that there's not a lot of stuff like in this folder right now, like in this part of the hard drive right now. You know, usually like this shit is just full. Like, there's more documents here, but I got a lot of stuff cleared. Like, after like the whole like after the music video, like the video game music evolution video, and the what was that other one, like the E4 one, that just got a lot off my table. But, you know, there's still more scripts and everything. So like, this is mainly why stuff takes so long to come out. you know, and like if you have all this going on plus work and school, like it's bound to leave your head. It's bound to leave, like, you know, your priority list. But anyway, yeah, this is basically the reason why. Actually, the video's done. I don't know how, sorry I'm whispering. It's like very late at night and everybody in the house is asleep. But yeah, video's done. I don't know how how to end it off, so this is how I'm ending it off. But yeah, so more channel content in the future. So bye.